Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. A lot of you have been asking for me to make a preview video for the entire NFL week before the games are played. I put out a preview video for Thursday night this week saying why I thought the Chargers would upset the Broncos. That came true. Here is a preview for the rest of the games. We're going to move through this quickly. If you can't follow me, just know down in the description, I'm going to link this blog post that we're reading from. This is from my blog. You can go through and you can read all these notes yourself. You'll get even more information that way. I recommend everybody does that, even if you do watch the video and you think you caught it all. There's always more, too. Remember, there's more I could decode. Just understand, I've put in about 4 hours of time. This is time consuming. So 4 hours is enough. I do this for free just to spread the knowledge. So here we go. It's week 6. If there's one game that I would guarantee the result of, and it's still not a guarantee, it's never a guarantee in sports, but the game I feel the most confident about this week is the Raiders beating the Chiefs at home. A lot lines up for Derek Carr and the Raiders and Jack Del Rio. Expect the Raiders to beat the Chiefs. Now let's go through each game. In case you missed my Thursday night pick, the main reason I picked the Chargers to upset the Broncos was because if they won, they would become 7-4 on Thursday Night Football, and San Diego equals 74. They did win. It turned out it was also the Navy's birthday that day, Thursday Night Football, October 13th, the U.S. Navy's birthday. San Diego, one of the biggest Navy bases in the United States of America, where 74 is a very important number. So that's how the week kicked off. The records are Browns 4-2, Chargers 2-4, 42-24 reflections of each other. Just so you know, this week, week 6, it's a date with 42 numerology. Week 6 in gematria also sums to 33, 42, 51, and 96. I expect 33 and 42 will be very prevalent this week. Just some early notes. We see that signature already in Thursday Night Football. A lot of times what happens in Thursday Night Football carries through as a pattern through the rest of the week. Phillip Rivers earned his 98th career win in this game. You might recall Eli Manning earned his 98th win to start the season. Eli Manning equals 98. Eli Manning was drafted number 1 overall by the San Diego Chargers. His father, Archie Manning, wouldn't let him play for the Chargers, so he was traded to the Giants for Phillip Rivers. The Giants drafted Phillip Rivers. That's how Eli Manning and Phillip Rivers are intertwined. Same draft class, draft day trade. Eli Manning 2 Super Bowls, Phillip Rivers none. Then again, Phillip Rivers isn't the son of a former quarterback. And he doesn't have a brother who was in the NFL either. So anyhow, Sunday this week, date numerology as you see on the screen. We're going to talk about some 35s. There's some 35s that stand out. Ohio's the 17th state. They have an interesting matchup this week with the Titans. It's the hardest game for me to call. Cleveland winless this year. The other team from Ohio is the Bengals, and I think they're going to upset the Patriots this weekend. We'll get to that. But again, date with 42 numerology. Week 6 has the 42 gematria connection. I think we're going to see a lot of 33 and 42 this week. With regards to 6, as in week 6, it has gematria of 16, 25, and 52. We'll talk about those numbers. This Sunday also leaves 112 days until Super Bowl Sunday, which is in Houston. Houston equals 112. We'll talk about what's so interesting with the Colts playing in Houston, where Andrew Luck played his high school ball. Andrew Luck's next touchdown pass will be the 112th of his career. The teams on a bye week this week, Minnesota, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has the 25 gematria connecting to 6, and Minnesota will be hosting Super Bowl 52. Makes you wonder if there's a rhyme and a reason to how bye weeks are picked. So anyhow, first game we're going to look at, 49ers Bills. The big headline in this game is Colin Kaepernick is coming back after 49 weeks of not playing. It's been 49 weeks since he last played, November 8th, 2015 for the 49ers. This game's no coincidence that he's coming back. I do expect the Bills to win this game, improving to 4-2. The Bills 9-point favorites. When you write out 9 as a word, it has gematria 42. Buffalo's on the 42nd parallel. Rex Ryan equals 42. Bills improving to 4-2 over the 49ers makes a lot of sense. The last time Kaepernick played, November 8th, 2015 to tomorrow, Sunday, 49 weeks, scripted. The last time he played was a date with 54 numerology. The last time the 49ers played was Thursday Night Football against the Cardinals, and they lost with a game summing to 54 points. The word backup equals 54. Colin Kaepernick's been a backup until this week, starting again, and he's coming back against the Bills. That's a whole lot of 54, and lo and behold, it's even going to be his 54th career game. Are you getting this? The last time he played a date with 54 numerology, became a backup 54. Now he's coming back against the Bills, Bills 54, for his 54th game. He's either going to get his 32nd career win or his 23rd career loss. I do expect the loss. So with regards to the 42 connection, 49ers and gematria, it doesn't calculate the 4 and 9. It just it just sums the ERS. ERS equals 42. They're playing against Buffalo on the 42nd parallel on the date with 42 numerology. Again, if the Bills win, they'll become 4-2. The Bills would also become 6-6 lifetime against the 49ers. That would be fitting because New York's the 11th state, and when you sum 1 through 11, it totals 66. 66, the year of the first Super Bowl. NFL and Jewish gematria equals 66. I think we very well might see it. Kaepernick, also a name with 66 gematria. The Bills to become 6-6 against the 49ers in Kaepernick's return. The opposing quarterback is Tyrod Taylor, born August 3rd. Remember, football equals 83. From his birthday to this game is 74 days. That special number, Masonic 74. We talked about San Diego becoming 7-4 at the beginning of the week. He'll be facing Colin Kaepernick, which has this name, gematria 74. Isn't that interesting how that lines up? Tyrod Taylor, he'll be looking for his 11th win. 11th win, 11th state. With regards to Rex Ryan, this game comes 58 days before his 54th birthday. The name Rex Ryan equals 42. The name Ryan alone, the big way, sums to 58. 58 days before Ryan's birthday. We just saw this same pattern with Dak Prescott, the quarterback of the Cowboys. He got the win. I think we'll see Rex Ryan and the Bills getting their win this Sunday over the 49ers. If the 49ers fall to 1-5, it's a bit like 15. The word 15 has gematria of 38, like gold. The 49ers named after the gold rush. Last year they hosted the Super Bowl on the 38th day of the year, won by the team from the 38th state, Colorado. 49ers are also 5-1 in Super Bowls, 1-5, a reflection of 5-1 in the season of Super Bowl 51. Could be a tribute. So Eagles, Redskins. You know, the Eagles started out 3-0. They're now 3-1, fitting because Eagles has gematria of 31. The Eagles are a favorite in this game on the road, but I do think the Redskins are going to win, improving to 4-2. This will be the 164th game all-time between both teams. If the Redskins win, they'll get their 84th win. They'll do it in the Eagles' 84th season. I think for the Redskins, it's more likely for them to get their 84th win against the Eagles this year at home than on the road. Kirk Cousins is looking for his 15th win or his 18th loss. The next game between these teams is December 11th, 2016, a date with 39 numerology. I suspect the Eagles will win that one. The Redskins and Eagles will split this season. Again, Carson Wentz is from North Dakota, the 39th state. Philadelphia plays on the 39th parallel. They played in Super Bowl 39. If the Redskins win this week, if you count their wins all time, including the playoffs, it'll be their 85th win all time against the Eagles. And Washington Redskins equals 85. Be a symbolic win. National Football League 85. The coach of the Redskins, Jay Gruden, he's going for his 17th career win. Again, we talked about how the date has 17 numerology up here at the top. Go over that date numerology. A lot of times this stuff all comes back to the date numerology. Right here, October 16th, 2016. Jay Gruden looking for his 17th win as the coach of the Redskins. Think he gets it. Jay Gruden, brothers with John Gruden. The name Gruden alone sums to 33. We talked about how week 6 equals 33. You know, his brother does Monday Night Football now, MNF 33, like Gruden 33. Coming 226 days from his birthday, the number connected to Saturn, keeper of time. We've seen that be favorable for coaches this year, namely Bill Belichick. So Browns-Titans, this is a really tough game, but there's a major parallel here with the day the Cavs won the NBA Finals. When the Cavs won the Finals this year, they broke a curse of 52 years. 52. When you write out 6, it sums to 52. LeBron James was in his 6th straight NBA Finals. They won it in California. California equals 52. The last time Cleveland had won a pro sports championship was the year 64, and this is going to be the 64th game all time between the Browns and Titans, who used to be the Houston Oilers. So anyway, we're going to talk about some parallels between the Cleveland Cavaliers, who won the NBA Finals, and this game this week. Tennessee equals 52. We saw the Vikings lose their former coach, Denny Green, 52 days before their game with Tennessee. Tennessee equals 52. He died the night before they opened the stadium that's going to host Super Bowl 52. The word prophecy, 52. If the Browns started 0-6, you could say that's a tribute to LeBron James going to 6 straight finals. If they started 1-5, if they won this game, you could say that's 15. The Cavs just won the NBA Finals in the 15-16 season. I'm leaning towards the Titans, and we'll talk about why. But this game is a tough call. If I was betting, this is a game I might stay away from. So the Titans are going for their 29th win all time. The Browns are going for their 36th win. Cavaliers equals 36, the team from Cleveland. But Titans at the same time equals 29, just like football, just like Ohio, getting their 29th win at home against the team from Ohio. Mariota would also get his 6th career win in Week 6. Again, 6 equals 52, like Tennessee, who he plays for. The Titans would become 3-3, a lot like 33 for Week 6. Oilers, the old Houston team, 33. This is why I lean towards Tennessee. Cleveland, the only city with 33 gematria, becoming 3-3 against Cleveland. You know, most people will expect Cleveland to lose. Tennessee's a 7-point favorite. So anyway, if the Browns won, they'd get their 36th win, possibly a tribute to the Cavs. From the NBA Finals win to the game is 119 days. The game this Sunday, 119, that special number, All-Seeing Eye 119, Star of David 119, King James Bible 119. Remember, King James, the real King James, LeBron James, nicknamed King James, won it on the real King James's birthday this year, June 19th. So that's why I know for certain this game is a tribute to that. The trick is, what's it going to be, 1-5 or 0-6? Here's some more potential clues. The coach of the Browns is Hugh Jackson, born Huey Jackson. Hugh Jackson equals 35. So does the nickname King James. King James equals 35. Huey Jackson also equals 42. You know, number stamped on black people. LeBron James equals 42. But King James has that gematria of 35 connected to the date numerology. The date, of course, also has the 42 numerology. Still, it becomes difficult because 0-6 could be the tribute, so could 1-5. That's why I'd stay away from this game. If Hugh Jackson wins, he'll get his 9th career win or his 9th career loss. 9 also has that gematria of 42. See how tight it is? So Giants-Ravens. I expect the Giants to win this game. What I want you to think about is if the Super Bowl ends up being Giants and Colts, remember that the Giants played the team from Baltimore the week the Colts played the team from Houston where the Super Bowl is. Super Bowl Eli, the last time Peyton won, Eli won after. 58 years ago was the greatest game ever played between the Baltimore Colts and the New York Giants. It was also the same championship in 59. So anyway, if the Giants win, they'll be 3-3, and if the Ravens lose, they'll be 3-3. A 33 tribute in the week that is largely about 33. If Ravens win, they'd be 4-2. You know, it's possible. Look at this. All time, the Ravens lead the Giants. In the regular season, the Ravens are 3-1 against the Giants. If you count the playoffs, they're 4-1 all time against the Giants. They beat them in Super Bowl 35. Here we're playing in a week with 35 numerology, a rematch of Super Bowl 35, which the Ravens won. They won it with a score of 34-7, total of 41 points. Baltimore equals 41, Super Bowl 41. The Giants are 4-1 in Super Bowls right now. If the Giants win this week, the Ravens will be 4-2 all time against the Giants. NYC is 42. The Giants won Super Bowl 42. I think it's very possible. Then again, if the Ravens win, they'll be 4-1 in the regular season. Baltimore 41. They won that Super Bowl 35 with a game summing to 41 points. And, you know, that would put the Giants in a hole. It's still early in the season. I'm expecting the Giants to go places. Being 2-4 is not too pleasant. But it's not season over at 2-4. It's just not a hole you want to be in. It would also make lifetime the Ravens 5-1. Baltimore 5-1. Houston hosting the Colts where the Super Bowl is going to be for Super Bowl 51. It's possible, but I do like the Giants. Let's look at a few more things. Notice Eli Manning has played 199 career games. Last week he had 199 passing yards. 199 is the 46th prime. Tom Brady came back last week, the 199th pick. 199, the 46th prime. Patriots equals 46. Michigan equals 46 where he went to college. Anyway, Eli's looking for his 108th career win or 93rd career loss. If he wins, it'll be his 53rd career win at home, and Eli Manning equals 53. This would be a big win for him. With regards to this Super Bowl with the Ravens, keep in mind that that was pre-Eli Manning. That was not the Eli Manning era. So it might not be fair to draw that parallel. In the regular season, Eli Manning looking for his 100th win. His 52nd win at home. Remember, 652. So things line up nicely for Eli at home. Joe Flacco, from the game to his upcoming birthday, is 92 days. This is the Giants' 92nd season. Joe Flacco comes in with 88 wins, corresponding with Eli Manning's full birth name. Likely will leave with 88 wins as well. From Harbaugh's birthday, the coach of the Ravens, who's born on the 23rd day, to the game is 23 days. I think that's interesting because 2 weeks ago, the Giants' star player, Odell Beckham, was held to a career-low 23 yards. I predicted the next week they'd lose to the Packers, becoming 2-3. And now here's this number 23 again. If the Ravens win, 23 is the haunting number for the Giants this year, no doubt. But I think this one's going to go back in their favor. The lifetime, the Giants would be 2-3 against the Ravens as well in the regular season. 2-3, like 23. Part of the reason I think it goes in the Giants' favor this week. Okay, I didn't put in a lot of work on this game, but I do like the Panthers to win against the Saints, improving to 2-4. It would be their 24th win all-time against the Saints. Saints seem to be having a down year along with the Panthers. I didn't put in enough work on this one, though, to be super confident, so tread lightly on that pick. If Drew Brees loses, he'll get his 96th loss in Week 6, which has the 96 connection. This game comes 74 days before Sean Payton's birthday. 83 days before Ron Rivera's birthday, the football number. Jaguars visiting the Bears. I think the Jaguars upset the Bears in this game. If they win, it will make the Bears 4-3 against Jacksonville all time, and I think that's what's going to happen. Jacksonville 43. QB situation in Chicago isn't clear. Jaguars are one of these teams with the 42 coach. Gus Bradley, coach of the team, has the 42 gematria. Rams and Lions. I think this will end up being one of the 33 rituals. I think the Lions win this one at home. Things line up for Bradford. Both teams 3-3 in Week 6. Did I say Bradford? I meant Matthew Stafford. Stafford's a name with 35 gematria. Stafford 35. I think the Lions pull it out here. Now here's a risky pick. Steelers at Dolphins. The Steelers are big favorites, but I do think the Dolphins have a strong chance of pulling the upset. They're in a must-win situation. If Steelers lose, they'll fall to 4-2, that number on the week. This game comes 81 days after Ryan Tannehill's birthday. Pittsburgh Steelers 81. Ryan Tannehill's a name with 153 gematria. In the Bible, there's the miraculous catch of 153 fish. The word fish equals 42, miraculous 42. These numbers often paired together. Tannehill plays for the Dolphins, fish. This might be their week with the miraculous catch and all. No doubt that Ryan Tannehill has that name connection playing on the team with the dolphin, the fish symbolism. Big Ben's birthday, it comes 228 days prior to this game. 228, an interesting number. United States of America equals 84 and 228. The Steelers in their 84th year of existence. Number 84 for Antonio Brown had that tribute to Arnold Daniel Palmer, whose name equaled 84, 84 days after his birthday. This week he's doing one for Kimbo Slice, who died at age 42. This week has 42 numerology. We saw Muhammad Ali die 3 days before Kimbo Slice, who was born in 42, got Parkinson's at age 42, died at age 74. Kimbo Slice, born in 74, dead at 42. Two fighters with Miami connections. I think that might be part of the reason Miami wins this week, if they do. The word death has that gematria of 228. Kimbo Slice is going to be remembered in this game. Kimbo Slice died on June 6th, 6-6. Again, important number to the NFL. First Super Bowl in the 66th season. 132 days from his death, connected to the word grand. The grand also connects to 44, like the name Kimbo Slice. This will be Big Ben's 129th game. America has the 129 connection. Antonio Brown just got fined or told to take off his Muhammad Ali cleats 129 days after the death of Muhammad Ali. Here's part of the reason I think the Steelers might get upset. Big Ben has 117 regular season wins. His next will be his 118th. Patriots equals 118, and next week he plays at home against the Patriots. If Brady comes back and loses this week at home against the Bengals and then loses next week on the road against the Steelers, that's going to be a tough coming back party for him, and it might very well be that way. So I do like the Dolphins with a strong upset chance here, be an upset, because I think the Steelers get their 118th win next week against the Patriots. Or Big Ben. Big Ben does. Tannehill's also looking for his 31st win Steelers equals 31. You know, fitting team. It'd probably be the biggest win of his career, beating the Steelers, who are playing well. His next loss would also be his 40th. Steelers does have a gematria connection to 40. When you write out 40, it sums to 84. Steelers in the 84th season. Don't be surprised if the Steelers win, but if you like to pick for upsets, I think there's a strong chance there. Another strong chance for an upset is the Bengals at Patriots. Patriots 8.5-point favorites. I think the Bengals come in and win this game. All time, the Bengals have won 9 against the Patriots, lost 15. That means they're going for either their 10th win or their 16th loss. 6 does have the connection to 16. If they get their 10th win, remember 10 connects to 39, Tom Brady's current age. I was looking at the numbers here. If they stay at 9 wins, the Bengals, it has the 42 connection like the week. 10 has the connection to Brady's age. 15 losses. Nothing really stands out there. The 16 also connects to week 6. You know? So it's another tough call, but there's usually some upsets each week. And I think the Bengals over the Patriots, strong chance. The Bengals are one of 3 teams in the league with a 33 name. They're the Lions, the Bengals, the Seahawks. If the Bengals win, they'll be 3-3. The Patriots will fall to 4-2, like 42. And Tom Brady, currently 4-2 in Super Bowls, coming back off the Deflategate scandal related to his last Super Bowl win. This game's 74 days from Tom Brady's birthday. Comes 13 days before Andy Dalton's birthday. You know, Andy Dalton, be a big win on the road in New England. 13 equals 99, Patriot 99, New England 99. Might be a good week to wear orange. Well, it wasn't for the Broncos. It typically isn't. Tom Brady's looking for his 174th career win or his 52nd loss. What a record, right? That's a lot of wins to losses. All scripted, too. People can't see through it. Anyway, week 6, a good week to get loss number 52. And trust me, that's what I'll be cheering for. Even though I know it's all rigged, I still love to see Tom Brady lose. Doesn't happen enough. Cincinnati Bengals also has the name gematria of 156. When you write out 33, it sums to 156. Andy Dalton looking for his 52nd career win, you know, also for 6. Could Dalton get his 52nd win? Brady his 52nd loss? I think so. So here's the surest game of the week to me. Raiders over the Chiefs. This will be the 112th game all time. This is the season of the Super Bowl in Houston. Houston equals 112. Chiefs lead the series 58-51-2. So if the Raiders win, they'll get their 52nd win. Oakland equals 58. I suspect Kansas City will not get another win while in Oakland this year. Alex Smith, his next loss, this is the quarterback of the Chiefs. It'll be his 58th loss in Oakland. I'm pretty sure that's coming. For Derek Carr, this is going to be his 38th game. He's looking for his 15th win. When you write out 15, it sums to 38, just like Raiders the small way. Like that a lot for the Raiders and Derek Carr. From Alex Smith's birthday to the game is 163 days, the 38th prime number. I think that means he's the QB to be sacrificed in the loss column for this one. The Raiders will be 5-1. Symbolic in the year Super Bowl 51. Jack Del Rio, this is also going to be his 22nd game with the Raiders. Carr, his quarterback, the small way, 22. Oakland, the small way, 22. I like it a lot for the Raiders. Falcons and Seahawks. This is another tough game to call. If the Falcons lose, they'll be 4-2. Seahawks would be 4-1. There's an argument here for the Falcons to upset Seattle. Not sure it's going to happen, but I'll show you the argument. Let's start with Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll, this game comes 31 days after his birthday. Comes into the game 3-1. If he beats the Falcons, they'll be 3-1 on the road this year. Their coach is Dan Quinn, who was an assistant to Pete Carroll just 2 years earlier. So, the 31 narrative might be in play. 31 is the 11th prime football, a game of 11 on 11. Notice it's also 4 weeks and 3 days. Seattle Seahawks equals 43, the only Super Bowl they ever won. They won with 43 points over the Broncos. Falcons just beat the Broncos last week. This game, it'll be in Washington State, which is the 42nd state in the week with all the 42 connections. Seahawks, their name in gematria, the way it's spelled, it has connections to 24, 33, 42, and 51. Similar to week 6. If the Falcons win, they'll be 6-9 against the Seahawks. The Seahawks would become 9-6 against the Falcons. 42 is connected to the number 96. If you take all the numbers that divide into 42 and add them together, they sum to 96. So the Falcons winning in terms of their overall record, bird teams with coaching histories. Before it was Pete Carroll was the head coach. They had Jim Mora Jr., who went to coach the Falcons. Jim Mora Jr. had the exact same record or opposite record Pete Carroll when he left, because Carroll had the years of coaching in the Jets in New England. I have an older post on that. But anyway, Falcons, Seahawks, these teams have history. So, here's an interesting thing I saw this week. ESPN put up this stat. Matt Ryan has a streak of 44 straight games of 200-plus passing yards. Georgia equals 44. The only other state that does is Wisconsin, where Russell Wilson, the quarterback of the Seahawks, played his ball. The states of Wisconsin and Georgia have history. Brett Favre was the 33rd overall pick by the Falcons on the 33rd parallel, traded to Wisconsin. The Packers, the Big G represents 33 for Freemasonry. Wisconsin, Georgia, 44-44. Last season, 2 teams on the date with 44 numerology, one with games combined to 44 points, the Packers and Falcons. Seahawks also have history with the Packers. Interesting. Anyway, Russell Wilson, who's from Wisconsin, this game comes 44 days before his birthday. For Matt Ryan, this game comes 153 days from his birthday. Look at this. Show you what's up with Matt Ryan real quick. Matty Ice, his nickname, has the same gematria as week 6, and Matt Ryan equals 112. This game's 112 days from the Super Bowl. Russell Wilson's looking for his 57th win, or his 23rd loss, all time. In the regular season, he's looking for number 50 or 20. Matt Ryan looking for win number 80 all time, or 79 in the regular season. The win-loss records don't give away too much. I don't see much in those win-loss records for this week. The team records and the Matty Ice connections are interesting. Dan Quinn is the current coach of the Atlanta Falcons. Notice the name gematria of 40. If the Falcons win, they're going to be 4-0 on the road to start the year, which is really impressive. You know, that's a big accomplishment in the NFL. Seattle, hard place to win on the road, however. You know what? I just thought of something. Let's do something in real time. I might be able to put this one to rest with one thing I forgot to check. There's always more to check, you know. There's always more steps you can go. No, that doesn't help us out. Checking Seahawks in simple English gematria. So Dan Quinn, he's either going for his 13th career win or his 10th career loss. Pete Carroll looking for his 97th career win. Here's what's interesting about that. Falcons has gematria of 25. 97 is the 25th prime. Might be fitting for Pete Carroll to get his 97th career win against his assistant coach, who's now the head coach of the Falcons. But this is a dangerous one. This is another game I probably wouldn't bet on because it's such a tough call. Might just sit back and watch that one. Take some notes. Cowboys at Packers. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to win this one, improving to 4-1 in Green Bay. Green Bay equals 41. Rodgers equals 41. Dak Prescott equals 42. Cowboys falling to 4-2. The Packers lead 14-12 in the regular season. They've played each other 33 times, counting the playoffs. This game comes 47 days before Rodgers' 33rd birthday. Big number in the NFL. First Super Bowl was in the 47th season of the league, won by the Packers over the Chiefs. Notice the name gematria of Aaron Rodgers. It's the same as Tony Romo, Dak Prescott, the 135th overall pick. I'm noticing a lot of NFL QBs have the 135 connection through name gematria or birth numerology. Rodgers, he could get his 47th career loss if Dak Prescott and the Cowboys come and win. Dak Prescott, with the S exception, equals 51. Could they go 5-1? No, I still like Aaron Rodgers and the Packers to go 4-1. Again, Green Bay equals 41. Rodgers 41. At home in Green Bay, they typically win. If Rodgers loses, however, it's going to be his 41st career loss. Could he get it to Dak? He could, but I don't think so. .41 is the 13th prime number. Dallas equals 13. If Dallas does win, remember this, because it'll be Aaron Rodgers' 41st career loss, but I do expect the standings to be 4-1 in favor of the Packers by game's end. It's a lot to ask a rookie quarterback to go on the road and beat Aaron Rodgers. If he does, I think he's going to hold on to that starting job. For the record, Jerry Jones equals 49, just like Dallas. And the number 135 is connected to 49 through the book of Revelation. If you missed my video on Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott that I put out this week, you want to check that out. All right, so next game, Colts-Texans. Colts-Texans. This game is very symbolic. Andrew Luck is playing in Houston, where he played his high school ball, where his father was a career member of the Houston Oilers. He played quarterback there. This game comes 112 days before the Super Bowl, which will be in Houston. Houston equals 112, horseshoe 112, Andrew Luck 112. The Colts have a horseshoe on the side of their helmet. Week 6 equals 33. Oilers equals 33, the old Houston team. If the Colts win, they'll be 3-3, and so will the Texans. Colts will also be 1-2 on the road. Andrew Luck wears the number 12. This is going to be Andrew Luck's 61st career regular season game. That number is connected to God. Andrew Luck's a golden boy of the NFL. All through college, a lot of magazines said he was the best QB at his age ever. Really hyped him up. I've never thought he looked as good as they say he is, but, you know, the league's scripted, and I imagine someday, Andrew Luck, we're going to see him win some big games. It's got to start at some point. He's gotten close. He lost in Deflategate, remember? The AFC Championship. So look, Andrew Luck's next win is going to be his 41st career win. 41st career win, next one. Super Bowl equals 41. The Colts last won Super Bowl 41 with Peyton Manning, who he replaced. Andrew Luck drafted number 1 overall out of Stanford, which sent Manning to play for the Broncos under Elway, who was drafted number 1 overall by the Baltimore Colts in '83, and then sent over to play for the Broncos. You see the parallels? Colts, Broncos. Prince died this year on April 21st, 2016, the 112th day of the year, our Super Bowl number. He performed in Super Bowl 41 that the Colts won. This year, Jim Irsay bought his guitar on the anniversary of Purple Rain. From the date he died to the date of the game is a span of 179 days, which is even the 41st prime number. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Brock Osweiler, the opposing quarterback who was on the Broncos last year, if he loses, he'll be 8-5, National Football League 85. I suspect he will be. Chuck Pagano, He'll be going for his 44th regular season win. This year, the Super Bowl's on a date with 44 numerology. Chuck Pagano is the coach of the Colts. Chuck Pagano and Houston, Texas also have something in common. So I do expect the Colts to win. I think that game's pretty straightforward. Jets-Cardinals, this is Monday Night Football. I think this is going to be a shaming ritual for Ryan Fitzpatrick, the quarterback of the Jets. He's playing in his hometown. He's from Chandler, Arizona, not far from Glendale. Expect the Cardinals to improve to 3-3 on Monday Night Football. MNF is 33. Games on the 33rd parallel. Glendale is 33. Week 6 is 33. The Cardinals are 2-6 against the Jets all time. It's actually amazing they've played each other so few times because they're two of the older teams in the league. If Cardinals win, they'll be 3-6. Cardinals equals 36. I think they will. Ryan Fitzpatrick, I think he's going to be the ritual sacrifice in the loss column again for the game, the 33-year-old. This game comes 39 days before his birthday. That's interesting because New York and Arizona are the only two 39 states. This is New York versus Arizona. Ryan Fitzpatrick, this is going to be his 111th game. New York, the big ways, 111. Carson Palmer looking for his 86th career win, 85th win of the regular season. I think he gets it. Carson Palmer should be back. So anyway, that's it, Truth Seeker. There's always more to add. If you don't agree with something, that's perfectly fine. If you want to participate in the discussion, I'm going to link this post again in the description. All day Sunday, there's going to be people commenting on this thread. There's going to be probably 300, 400 comments by the end of the day. And a lot of the people who comment are really good at this gematria research. They spend more time watching sports. You can learn more from them than you learn from me. So, all you need is a Google account to comment. If you don't have a Google account, that's all you need. This blog's hooked up through Google. You want to learn how to read the language. Follow the people on this blog. Follow what I'm doing. You can always take it to the next step, and that's my hope. Till next time, Truth Seeker.